Educational systems in many African countries provide for the operation of private schools that have no government funding or assistance. Most of those schools survive by tuition and fees paid by students. As correspondent Isabel Nakia reports, the COVID-19 pandemic is forcing many private schools in Uganda to permanently close.
Richard Buyondo has walked a rough journey since school closed in March. His Elbaris group of schools was forced to send away all the teachers because he couldn't afford to pay their salaries. Buyondo was also finding it hard to continue paying for the teachers' accommodation. He's now turned some classrooms into teachers' quarters.
We could not continue renting outside the community. So we decided, since we have empty spaces in the school, let them come and get accommodated in the school. As we wait, once we start again, then we shall re-rent them outside. So we are saving the pressure from the landlords because there's no income coming in.
A number of schools in Uganda have been redesigned for use as guest houses or rental houses to try and earn some money from them. Some have had to sell off their properties. About 1.2 million learners are expected to report back to school on 15th October, but there is uncertainty on whether all of them will be back. Apart from some schools having to shut down, several people have lost jobs and they will not be able to afford paying school fees. Uganda is reopening schools for final year students only as part of lifting COVID-19 restrictions. School owners like Buyondo are worried they may not be able to run their schools efficiently when they eventually reopen due to the huge loans they are servicing.
We also have loans that we need to take care of, that, we plan like this year, we will take this amount of money, do this amount of development, then pay over a year, which means all those loans have not been able to be, we've not paid them, we've not met our obligations. And then the banks, they have not been very helpful.
The government has announced it will support private schools with a grant of about $5.4 million, but this money has not yet been released. Some teachers have now started saving on cooperative schemes to raise money.
We want to use this circle to see that we build a financial arm where we do save little money we get onto our income and we create reserve so that in future when we have another pandemic or another problem, we're able to sustain our schools longer than the situation we have been in.
School owners say having only final year students in school won't help sort their financial difficulties. Buyondo is still holding on to his Elbaris schools, but he's urging the government to consider allowing the lower classes to start school again.